This is Greenland, the largest island in the world and home to over 50,000 inhabitants. Greenland has been part of Trump's ever-growing ambition to control the island and gain access to the warming Arctic Ocean and the rich resources of Greenland, with Trump even going as far as to threaten military intervention to take control of the island by force. Could this end up with NATO going at war with itself? Welcome to Red Line Briefing. Article 42 in the Treaty of the European Union states that if an EU member becomes victim of an armed attack, member states are obliged to provide assistance with all means in their power, which would mean war and the dissolution of NATO as we know it. But with gaining self-governance in 2009, Greenland also formally left the European Union, which could give EU members a convenient out. But Greenland is still firmly a part of NATO, which would obligate most European countries to defend Denmark. European support for Ukraine's ongoing war efforts have significantly affected the combat readiness of NATO's European side, with countries like Germany even going as far as to not having enough ammunition for more than a few weeks of sustained war. The US alone comprises 68% of NATO's spending on defense. Europe can simply not afford a war with the US. Although experts firmly believe that it won't escalate that far, the past has shown that individuals ambitious and bold enough can terminate any logical arguments. In the midst of all the two sides, the US and Europe, there is a third player in this conflict, the People's Republic of China. NATO's purpose was always to oppose communism and defend Western ideas. But with NATO's biggest contributor choosing to attack and threaten its own allies, China, as the world's second biggest superpower, is only a natural candidate to fill in the vacuum the US might leave. History has shown that not soldiers win war, but money does. Europe could theoretically muster up a respectable geopolitical fight against China and the US. But for that to happen, the European countries have to be willing to surrender more of their sovereignty to the EU, which seems very unlikely. With the rise of far-right parties, Europe drifts away from this idea. We cannot be certain what the future will hold, but a conflict between the US and its allies could end up being a geopolitical disaster for the US, with it losing more and more influence in Europe. Because we have to remember, in one's misfortune lies another one's opportunities. This is Red Line Briefing. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to see more of our content.